just
Oh
play
yeah,
it.
you make it an actual video.
But anyways, today's video is brought to you by Mega Avalug.
Confirmed.
Confirmed.
The power.
Hey, you just like Mega Metagross.
All right, everyone, welcome to Dame's
Stronger.
podcast. Name pending if we come up with like a little catchy thing. But it is the Dame podcast. That's all you need to know. And we're super excited.
And we have a special guest here today with us. There's me, Jelly. Ray's here with me.
Yep,
Jellyfish and
I'm
Ray.
here.
We have Sosi
Yeah.
and Bird.
For Socido.
Whether or not that's his real name or not, you'll just have to guess.
I don't know anybody with the real name Bird.
It could be a last name.
Hey, there was
Could
a
be
bird at
Larry
Evo
Bird, for all we know.
Yeah, there is a bird at
with
Evo.
an I though, so it doesn't count.
Yeah, this is B-E-R-D. Beard, an A-list beard.
I thought one kid was calling me
Bird.
Beard.
I remember that.
And I didn't know he was talking about me.
All right, anyways. So, yes, we're super excited to be here. We have lots of stuff to talk about. We have Jelly will be watching the comments, and he will do his very best to let us know what you guys are saying.
Keep it updated. Someone says, guys, what? Flaming Fluffy says, guys, what?
Flaming
I don't know
Fluffy?
Flaming
Yes, Flaming Fluffy.
Is that
The
flaming
answer
like?
to what is...
Are you
Everything.
saying what to Mega Avalug?
Is it flaming as in on fire Fluffy or flaming as in super gay Fluffy?
On fire, of course.
Either-
Oh.
Fluffy
either
babies
or.
are on fire. Yes.
Okay,
I guess
well,
cotton.
let's get started. The first thing we want to do is I'm going to have these little pictures of Robin scrolling because that's going to be the bulk of what we're doing today.
Main idea.
But we would like to start out just giving a little time for everyone to kind of say what they've been playing this week, because this podcast is going to be a weekly podcast.
Yeah.
Every
And
week.
right, we're still debating the exact time, but we will let everyone know when it is.
Oh yeah, and it's Adam, and he is on fire. So.
Adam, I love
Oh,
you.
okay.
He's burning.
All right, so let's start with Bird. What have you been playing this week?
I downloaded Ultimate Street Fighter.
Ooh.
Been trying to learn that. I'm getting mind gamed all day. Not hitting anybody. But at least it's not really combo-y, so I like
Okay.
that. You know?
Okay.
Who do you use?
Ryu. I used Ryu in Marvel vs. Capcom, so I figured I'd try him in this too.
How different can it be?
Yeah.
But you don't use Phoenix Wright, so
My
I
problem-
don't know if we should have you here
My
anymore.
Is he
problem with
even in
Marvel
Street-
vs.
Oh, in
Capcom
Marvel.
is I don't play any Marvel characters.
I
They're all
know.
Capcom.
I only play Capcom.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's about it. I played maybe a game or two of Heroes of the Storm and
Yep.
in Hearthstone. Got to rank 20, and I'm all set for the season. So.
Yep. How long? Oh, yeah. Cool. All right. Sosi, what have you been up to?
Well, I just started a Hearthstone game recently. I have to go through the tutorial thing because I'm not using my husband's account. But
Mooch.
no, I haven't been playing
Mooch.
Yeah. I haven't been playing a ton because I've been busy with work, but I play Tomodachi for like 15 minutes every day, and that's fun.
Tomodachi
Tomodachi Life.
No way.
It's
You
silly.
played with Reggie yet?
We
Yeah,
have-
Reggie's there. Reggie's there. He's dating Sandy Cheeks from SpongeBob, and
What does Zero Suit Samus have to think about that?
and our
She likes Iwata.
I know.
Anno's
He's
dating
not
my
there,
sister, and they've already had 3 kids, and like
Anno.
almost no one else has had kids. And
Yeah,
they're on their
Anno
third.
has fallen in love with Sosi's sister and has
It's
3 progenitors.
It's like I used to say Tomodachi is kind of like Sims mixed with WarioWare.
Makes
That's
you
also
can't-
it's a soap drum. It's
you
a
can't
soap
really
opera.
do anything. You just watch it, but it's funny.
Yeah, and you could find out their favorite foods, and
Yeah.
it's
What-
silly. It's like you can only play it 20 minutes a day.
One of the biggest
That's good.
difficulties she's had is that my me and her me refuse to get married.
Yeah, I married Voldemort, but Jesse got all upset.
Voldemort.
So I divorced him, but then he broke up with me,
How
and
do you
so
marry a guy who
that's
gets
where we
his
are.
name?
Well, wouldn't
Say
you be
Voldemort.
upset if I married Voldemort?
Yeah, but I'd be extra upset because then I'd learn you were gay.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Nintendo's not
That'd
for
be
that.
bad.
Except Voldemort,
Wait,
I guess, could be a girl.
But they don't allow same-sex
That is
marriage in
true.
Tomodachi.
Yeah,
if
there's
I
that
remember
whole
Oh.
controversy.
Oh well.
right. I think they didn't want guys marrying Voldemort.
So Tomodachi Life, anything else?
I play WoW with Jesse every once in a while, but I don't know if I have this week. So,
We did earlier in the week, I think.
yeah. Tarn Paladins.
For the Horde.
Yeah.
Loktar Ogar. Travis. And by Travis, I mean Jelly.
Who's Travis?
Who's Travis?
Sounds like a cool
So
guy.
I only play Nintendo games and games with Phoenix Wright in them. So speaking of Phoenix Wright, I'm actually playing through the second game. I'm actually playing through
is that Justice for All?
Saigon 2, but yeah. Unless
Yeah,
that's the case.
Mr. I know Japanese. I get to play all the Phoenix Wright games in Japanese.
Oh, gosh.
Oh yeah, and guess what? So I bought a Japanese 3DS for Smash 4 already
Is it
this
XL?
week.
An XL?
Yeah, I bought the LL,
You know,
and I get a free game with it.
what
Yeah.
makes the LL different? I don't know.
It's the same. It's just they don't call it the XL in
Oh,
Japan.
right.
It's just the LL.
So Dame will have Smash 4 3DS a month before the US does.
It's true.
Fancy pants.
I was
So
reading
we'll
about it
be
yesterday. I'm actually probably going to get like a controller grip thing for
Oh,
my
yeah.
3DS.
Cool.
Yeah.
I think that would be nice.
The controls for the 3DS are going to be very interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like, I already feel like that little, I don't know what it's called. It's kind of like a C-stick, but it's really slidey on the 3DS.
Yeah,
The
slide-
circle pad.
The circle
It's a
pad?
circle pad.
Yeah, the circle pad, like, I feel like that's not super accurate. I don't know. That'll be interesting to see.
Yeah,
It
like,
was-
it works in some games, but it sometimes doesn't.
Yeah, it's definitely hard to go back and forth quickly and smash on it.
To think we
At least
almost
when I
got
tried
that
it.
on the Wii U. The
Right.
gamepad
Oh,
used to
thank
be
goodness.
a circle pad.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. The double analog is so good though.
Speaking of which, if any of you are generous enough, I do have a place where you can donate to my Japanese 3DS/Wii U fund because I'm doing it for free. So I will be streaming with as high quality as you guys let me.
And also,
Shameless plug
that
away.
fund will also go towards getting the 3DS filming stuff, right? Yeah.
Yeah. By the way,
'Cause that's
Flaming Fluffy has
expensive.
been playing Fire Emblem Awakening.
Flaming Fluffy, have you been playing in preparation for Robin? That's my question
He's
for you.
practicing his tech skill.
Oh my god.
So,
Are you going to now have Robin and Lucina get married?
And
And
have busted babies.
and have Crom just like not show up in any of the maps? Just have him sit in the corner. Poor Crom.
Yep. And I've also been playing a little bit of Pokemon and Mario Kart still. So that's all I've been
Mario
playing.
Kart.
So,
We are recording this. We have other people that might be jumping on throughout. But our plan is just to go with what we have and do what we can.
we'll be streaming it and then we'll be posting this on
Yeah,
YouTube
we'll post this
afterwards,
later
so-
on YouTube for others. Like, I happen to know that Flaming Fluffy has an older brother
Ooh.
who needs
And
to be
a younger
watching
brother.
this. Well, I'm pretty sure the younger brother is there.
Oh, okay.
If I were to take a bet. But anyway,
Alright, what about you?
what have I been playing? I've been playing Fez. I did a
like
BYU has a Quark Smash Brothers group, and I got like second place, and they gave me Fez as my prize.
Wow.
Fez is some Steam game made by Jonathan Fish, I think his name is.
It's really cute.
I'd pull it up, but it would be really distracting.
Second.
place. I've been playing World of Warcraft.
Ooh.
I've been playing Smash, and I've been letting people borrow Fire Emblem Awakening and Kid Icarus Uprising so they can join in on
He's
the
like a
hype.
Nintendo missionary.
I am.
Oh, gosh.
By the way,
Whatever, you play WoW, you cannot call yourself a ninja.
You
Hey,
just,
I
it started
have-
like last month.
I have wonderful 101 converts, okay?
That's like going around preaching 3 different churches, man.
I
You
almost
can't do
downloaded
that.
that
Hey, I have the church I tell other people to go to, and then I have the church I go to in my spare time.
You go to so many churches, I can't believe
I'm so religious.
You're so religious, it's
Hey, it's
disgusting.
okay to ask questions.
It's
It
true.
is okay to ask questions.
Which, by the way, if you have any religious questions, we'd love to answer them. Or send some missionaries to your house. Anyways, on that note, let's jump in and go to talk about news of this week and any, like, big things. We're not necessarily related to the Robin discussion yet.
Somewhat.
Okay, so I'm just going to jump to the weekly picks.
6.
And feel free, we can... So obviously this week started out with everyone's favorite character that begins with R.
Everyone's favorite troll. Yeah.
Rain.
The
Sir-
small R character.
I was kind of hoping Rayman was going to be playable.
Still could
Yeah.
be.
Ubisoft gave them a beautiful model. That's probably
Yeah,
why.
but they totally like
Well, there's 2 of them.
they totally jumped out on the whole Rayman's gonna be Wii U exclusive, and
I mean, look at that.
they pretty much betrayed Nintendo. It was
Did you
I
guys
mean-
pretty
see
bad.
the other one they tweeted out? or whatever.
Oh, I never saw it.
It's really similar to this one, but it seems like it's lower quality, so it might be the 3DS trophy version.
Okay.
But it looks almost like this one, but he doesn't look as drunk. Looks happier.
Yeah, he looks
He
totally
does smell
out.
like drunk.
He's been in that, like, what's the level where it's like all the juice in the ice place?
Dude, isn't this? It's the 70s Rayman.
Right. Oh man, that's where he's been.
With that rainbow fro.
Okay, obviously the most important news.
The Blue Falcon. Why aren't you getting a game of your own from Sakurai?
Yeah, when are you ever getting a new game of your own?
This reminds me.
Sakurai, if Sakurai to make an F-Zero game where you are like actually Captain Falcon fighting people, would be so cool.
Did you guys play F-Zero?
Which one?
I played
Any
the
of them.
original.
I played
Yeah.
F-Zero GX in the original.
Go to Captain Falcon's pictures, if you will. I just want to look at one thing. I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, we're looking
Quick
at something for
tangent.
Captain Falcon.
Just because we were looking at his, it's related to his.
Captain
super.
Falcon always deserves a look.
If you
I mean,
scroll
look at that
down-
man. Have you seen the pictures where they like put a soccer ball right here or Crom's head?
I saw. I'll bring something up like that on another one.
Which one do you want me to look at?
Let's see that one.
This
What's
one?
with that Star Fox jet? That's not
Um,
in F-Zero, right?
The best, no, it's obviously in our wing. The best explanation I've heard is that it's the character entering.
Oh, that's
so we
probably
think
what
all
it
of this is
Because
that?
he always
Okay.
enters with the...
Right,
yeah.
because
that makes
that's
sense.
how
Yeah, it
he's
looks like
ended
he's getting
previously.
out, actually.
Any
yeah.
other theories?
Oh, someone
what?
was saying, Flaming Fluffy says there could be animated trophies. There's rumors about
Wait,
that.
so is that
Animated trophies? Where does
Like
that rumor
Raymond.
come from?
I've never
I
heard
don't
that
know,
rumor.
but-
Is that Pilot Wings then? Anything?
Yeah, that looks like the Pilot Wing
Okay.
stage.
Yeah, that would make sense then.
Yeah, they're coming in. Because Captain Falcon is faster than an R-Wing, so...
Okay.
It's so true.
That
Even
Phoenix-
though there's actually, through the F-Zero and the Star Fox universes, there's actually been, like, a lot of crossing over. Like, in Star Fox Command, there's an ending where Falco and Fox join G-Zero Racing.
Okay.
And in F-Zero, there's a racer called James McLeod, and he's like a human that looks like Fox's dad, and he's got the sunglasses.
Is that a new Falcon color?
Oh, yeah.
The gold one?
We've got Gold Falcon.
So that is new.
That is
I
definitely...
don't,
Definitely
I don't
new.
remember his brawl ones, so.
Yep.
Okay.
The only thing golden ever was his nipples. Now the infection has spread.
Yeah,
So,
this is
there you go.
where
Doesn't
the
go to
nipple
the doctor like Sakura.
Oh,
Just keeps it.
wait, is that another
metal. That's
steel?
metal.
Oh,
That's
That's gotta
metal.
be metal.
As epic as it would be to have like
a
every-
silver, a
every-
bronze,
yeah.
and a gold Falcon.
all the
Olympic
trophy.
ones.
First place, second place, and third place Falcon. That's how awesome
Be
it is.
funny.
But to be frank, there's not a lot of news with Captain Falcon himself.
That's
Sadly.
true. We just saw a couple pictures.
Even the article just didn't really say anything new.
Except that the fist really is stronger than the sword, as we know.
For other Smash news, I'll throw this out. Today there was something came out of. It's an older Famitsu column of Sakurai where he talks about Little Mac getting in. And, like, I suggest you read it. You can find it at this site up here. But just as, like, a couple of things to point out that I noticed, he basically just talks about how much he really liked the arcade game. And to be frank, I think that's basically why, well, one of the reasons why he chose Little Mac. I think he has some personal history with him.
Yeah.
And that might explain why he got an assist trophy.
Does he mention why he didn't do it in Brawl at all? in
Nope,
this?
no mention of the Brawl relation. He talks about, like, how he plays. He talks about how he's kind of an extreme character.
Yeah.
That he says he'll think he'll either do really well or do really bad. But when he does mention balance,
He even says that, huh?
and he says, however, when choosing a character, I want to focus on whether he or she has had some kind of special ability that no other character does. And when she contributes to making a better, more enjoyable gaming experience. Compared to these two primary concerns, balance and fairness are afterthoughts. I mean, hasn't Smash Bros. Always been that kind of game? You get together with your friends, duke it out, and have a good laugh.
Well,
And
I
that's what
think
the
if
game is
anybody-
really about.
As long as he thinks about balance afterwards. Like, first decides just on the
But
character.
I think if anyone gets to decide what kind of game it is, it's
Yeah.
probably Sakurai.
Well, he does say in the next paragraph, after many rounds of testing, I can say with certainty that Little Mac will be a character to watch out for.
Yeah.
You will need to strategize
Strong,
when you
man.
select him as your character and when you face off with him as your opponent.
Well, yeah, that KO punch really, I think, was like the perfect addition for him.
Yeah.
Because
'Cause
it's
he-
a really good at catching him back up if he happens to be falling down, like, behind, because of his air game. So I
Nerf
think
in
that
the air,
I think that was a
big
really good, like, makeup for it.
Yep.
counter.
Okay, but that's basically all on that I have. I mean, like I said, read it. You might find some really cool stuff. I have this. we had some scans that came out that mainly I talked more about Lucina than Robin, I think. But if you look closely in this picture, I'll try and zoom in. You can see Kirby
with the mask,
So fashion.
which she can wear.
Yeah, and you can see Lucina wearing it too.
She can just put it back on.
Yep.
and off.
Which is pretty cool.
Yep. I'll see if I can get any other good. Actually, this is probably the best place for this.
Those are all
I'll let you all
Oh
know.
my gosh.
the interviews.
That is a lot of
Yeah.
Japanese
There's a
to
bunch-
read through.
Someone in this room has really wanted prom.
Can we not discuss this?
All we'll say is that apparently one of the main reasons why Crom wasn't picked. Oh, well, here, I'll just throw this out. When it comes to Fire Emblem Awakening and their kind of spot at the Smash table, like, there was no question that there is a chair prepared for Fire Emblem Awakening. Like,
Yeah, they had
A big one.
yeah.
it's a
And-
throne, you could say.
A throne.
Because, I mean, Fire Emblem Awakening made so many waves. But, and, like, generally the forerunners for filling that seat was, I would say Crom was usually picked as, like,
Number
most likely.
one.
Then Robin kind of,
Mhm.
it would be a break of, like, it would be kind of breaking tradition to put Robin in. I mean, people have clamored for a non-blue-haired swordsman for years.
Yeah.
So we got a white-haired magic swordsman.
And then another blue sword.
And then we got a blue-haired swordsman.
It's in the genes. You
Because-
can't help it.
Because Lucina's kind of way down there.
Ike doesn't have it in his genes. He's just
That cool.
Ike.
But,
Awesome.
Yeah.
yeah, they mentioned that, he says, what, not Crom? I suspect a lot of you will ask. Of course, Crom is quite popular, but being the protagonist of Fire Emblem Awakening and all. However, I chose Robin and Lucina, and I will elaborate on my reasoning. Let's see. And then, I played all the way through Fire Emblem Awakening and really wanted to include a character from that rich cast in Smash Bros. You know, I actually never thought about imagining Sakurai playing any of these games.
Yeah.
I just realized that. Like, that's really cool to think he was playing. Like, actually, think about that.
Like after you develop, like you think you'd be so sick of it. I don't know.
Right, like, not like, imagine playing a game thinking, who am I going to put in? And knowing, like, all of that. But he says, I wanted to include a character from that rich cast in Smash Bros. Naturally, I considered adding Crom, but the decision wasn't easy by any means. At the end of the day, Crom would just end up being another plain old sword wielder like Martha Ike.
I plugged my ears. for a
Compared with other characters, he lacks any unique characteristics.
Well, I mean, to me, that says like he didn't want to include Marth if he couldn't, or include Crom if he couldn't make him special and unique. He wanted to do him justice.
Yeah.
So I feel like, that's better than having Crom and him be a clone or being. Like,
Oh wait, speaking of clones, what do we not want clones now?
Lucina.
All right, so
Lucina's
free-
Like Bert said earlier, Lucina
free
just
Dame
does-
points to whoever guess wants Crom. Which one of us four wants Crom really bad?
Like Bert said earlier, I feel like Lucina is more of a skin with its own character slot, not.
I'm pretty
her
sure
own
he says
character.
that here too.
Yeah, he says like
He says
basically
she was a
gonna
skin.
be a skin.
So
But-
she wasn't
I also
even
like-
like part of getting in the way of Crom at all.
I also like
what
what
he says.
Yeah, but that's still why we're so salty.
what Jelly said the other day, where he included Crom so Crom could only win.
That's
He
true.
can't lose.
Yeah,
He can
'cause
only
knows.
kill people.
His ideals are just too great.
It's interesting in this. He mentions that he kind of sees the Lucina thing as the same way he sees the Wii Fit trainers,
Yeah.
Villager, and stuff. Because
And
makes
I
sense.
feel like Crom, like he doesn't quite have as big a biceps as Ike, but they're like up there. Like he would
Yeah,
make
just
a good
one
skin
arm,
for Ike.
just one
Ike's
arm
biceps
He would
are
be up
top
there.
I
tier.
think
I know.
if Crom was in it,
And
Ike
Crom's
wouldn't
spiky.
shine so well. You know, they'd fight each other for beauty. So
Hashtag Ike fan raid right now.
yeah,
Just letting everyone know.
that Ike though.
I don't hate Crom, but Ike.
You can't hate Crom because he never loses.
And Ike
That's
Ike
true.
loses.
blue fire on eruption now.
Oh,
That's
But I
that
just
blue
feel like-
fire.
I mean, if he made Crom, he'd either have to be some weird lukewarm thing in the middle of Ike and Marth, or he'd have to be Marth's speed, Ike's power, which would be busted, or Ike's speed, Marth's power, which would be kind of sucky.
You know, a lot of people were saying that why didn't they just make a lord based off of lances?
That would have been
Isn't
cool.
there been like two? I know there's been
But Falchion
one.
is so special.
Falchion is special.
I know there's
So
been
Why
one
didn't they just give him the log?
in Sacred Stones. One
The
of the
log.
lords has a.
Donnie for Smash.
The log would be fantastic. Oh yeah, one of the lords in Sacred Stones
Mhm.
uses a lance, and then this one you could have your lord have multiple weapons.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, it would kind of be like not doing Chrome justice in a way.
Yeah.
Like I always gave him a lance because I thought he looked cool, but
Yeah, I gave him a log just to troll people. But
dude,
yeah. Anyways,
Well-
whoever says they don't want blue-haired swordsman, let it be known that Lucina has more blue hair than Kron.
Well,
so.
then
The
all three
longest
combined.
hair.
I'd only be salty if Lucina was unique and got in over Crom.
Yeah,
So
I
I'm
guess
glad
that makes
Robin
sense. Like,
did
I'm,
over Crom.
and I will say this: as far as gameplay-wise, Robin deserved the spot more than Kron.
All
I
right.
can see why Robin.
Oh yeah, Robin is a great choice.
And I love Robin too. So.
Well, and we're gonna get to him. I just got 2 more questions.
Okay.
Question number 1. Lucina, the main difference, as far as we can tell, I mean, obviously there might be things like knockback or like, you know, or maybe she is literally just as clone can get. The only difference being that, in like with Marth, and just kind of explain it in general, if you hit near the hilt of the blade, it does less damage. If you hit near the end of the blade, it does a lot more damage. And knockback and all that jazz.
Just the tip is different.
Yeah.
So, do you think that with the fact that Lucina, the damage is balanced throughout the entire blade, do you think that's enough to really differentiate her, or will she pretty much be right next to Marth
It makes
in
it
the, in the
seem
tier list?
like what they kind of did in Melee with Roy.
Well,
I think
that's the
she'll
thing.
be
Roy was just
good.
hard. Yeah.
It seems like he's giving her the same speed as him, probably the same type of up B recovery, but he can't really say he's giving her the same power because he's already said he hasn't by giving her a balanced sword.
Yeah.
And it's probably stronger than the weak part of Marth's sword.
And didn't he say...
So she
She'll be
just
more
can't
newbie.
be bad if you ask me.
Yeah, I would guess it's like halfway in between the 2 hitboxes is
Yeah.
all the way. of
Also,
Monster
also,
Sword.
he mentions that in the very end of this one,
Mm.
I'll pull it, let's see if it shows up on this. The very end, it says she's also a little bit shorter than Marth.
Yeah, but it's like,
Probably
if
won't
you look,
notice.
it's really not that big of
Yeah.
a difference. So I don't think that, like, and there are 3 things, I'm trying to remember, in the Famitsu interview, he says there are 3 things that he tried to make almost exactly the same. I think
Yeah.
it was speed, specials, and there's one other.
Defense.
I remember
Well,
this too. I was thinking
I
about
don't
that.
think it was defense.
It couldn't be power though, just because her sword is
Yeah.
different. So I don't know what it would be. I don't
I'm trying to
remember.
remember. It was speed, special attacks, and was it weight?
Maybe.
Maybe.
It might have been weight.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it's, with all that, the Marth moveset is so good.
Mhm.
That's why he's been good. It's not, I don't
Yeah.
think, just because of Tippers. Which
Well,
reminds
they
me,
definitely helped him. But,
the Tipper seems buffed in this one.
yeah.
He almost killed Bowser in a video at like 68 off a forward air Tipper. So this is Bowser.
Like the
Whoa, is this? Do
character
we know if this is
around.
legit? I'm just
What
suddenly
is
reading
this?
Captain Falcon's neutral B special effect immediately push the animal.
You just turn him around.
Oh, never mind. Which does
Yeah.
more damage.
Yeah, I didn't know it did more damage, but yeah,
Okay.
that was.
Well, here's Robin's stuff. All right, then here's my second question before we get to the Robin discussion.
Okay.
Who is more feminine, Marth or Lucina?
They're probably about the same.
We can get into some not.
Lucina doesn't
we can
have
get into
boobs.
some-
I would
So-
say
Yeah,
Marth.
exactly. That's why.
'Cause
Like, we can
didn't
get into
Lucina
some-
like call herself Marth in Fire Emblem or something?
Yeah, she
And got away with it.
So
Spoilers.
she's
Is she-
trying to be a guy, and Marth's comfortable with his sexuality. We know he's girl.
Yeah. So is it that she is manly and he is feminine, and so they meet in the middle? Are they equal?
They're halves of the whole.
Clearly, we need a feminine tier list
They're each halves of
in
the whole.
Smash.
But she doesn't have a manly face where Marth definitely has a feminine
But
face.
she hides it with a mask.
Because
Oh,
top
good
tier
point.
She
feminine,
kind of does.
top tier feminine is definitely Peach.
Oh gosh.
No, I would have to say Greninja.
Not Rosalina?
Greninja's
Ros-
definitely
Rosalind
pretty
is pretty
manly.
up
That
there.
hairdo though.
Well, not all of them.
And then,
Only about 80% of the time you
well, we've got
spawn, you'll
female
have-
Robin, Palutena, Lucina, Mrs. Pac-Man,
She.
Zero Suit. Oh, Zero Suit Samus is pretty high up there.
She's pretty feminine, but in a different way, very
An
different way than
outfit.
Peaches.
Female Villager, your yellow Pikmin. Excuse me.
Yeah, okay. Pikachu.
Samus is a dude.
Wii Fit.
Kirby's a dude.
A Wii Fit trainer.
Samus
Metroid
isn't a
Crawl.
dude.
Why can't Metric crawl, everyone? All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right.
Okay, moving on.
You make
Okay,
me think
well, cool.
of
I know that
Oh,
was
that song.
intent. All right, everyone. It's fantastic trailer time or fantastic
Mr.
discussion
Fox
time.
Robin time.
Now
Fantastic
Did you get
Mr.
it?
slash
Did you
Mrs.
get it?
Robin.
let's talk about Robin.
Time to talk about that character.
So-
Robin, all those characters.
Should we watch the trailer?
I like the trailer.
The
Oh,
trailer
the
is
trailer's like half of not him too. So we could watch it.
Watch it.
We could rock it.
Sure, we'll watch it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
This
it's
is
worth
legit.
watching.
Video in a video, everyone.
Video
You can
section.
see if.
Peggy 12, all you Europeans out there.
This is if you're under 12.
Well, maybe we could skip the best part, this beginning part.
You mean the
Because
worst
there's not much
part.
to analyze on this part.
So
Except for that
clearly,
question mark.
Lucina is not very good.
Or
Just kidding.
Crom.
Yeah, no. Poor Crom, you got
You know,
pummeled.
like, I'm a Crom fanboy, but if there was one person he would lose to, I am so glad. That
It was
smile
Captain
is like,
Falcon.
oh my god.
That's why Crom didn't make it in the game. He
I
was
love-
too injured by Captain Falcon.
All right, here's a question:
Well,
if you could,
Lucina would have been
if you
too.
can make a filter for Smash Brothers,
No, Crom obviously took the first fight, and he like tagged
Wow.
in with Lucina.
I know, and she was gonna lose too.
It was
does this mean Captain
was
Falcon's
gonna
also a Marth counter,
Yes. I would definitely
Yeah.
agree.
but Robin's a Captain Falcon stopper or slower downer?
He stops the slow Falcon punch.
But if you could pick any filter for Smash Brothers that we've seen,
What do you mean?
so either the one we see in the Little
Oh,
Mac
Little
trailer,
Mac. Oh,
the one we
but-
see in this,
Oh, but this
the
one
anime
would be
from
good.
Kid Icarus, or a paper version.
Mm.
Paper would be so cute.
Paper, I'd go paper.
I like the Kid Icarus one.
I agree that Kid Icarus. Pretty...
I like how
All right,
Big
let's
fan
do
of
this.
the Fire Emblem and anime.
Oh,
So-
Captain Falcon looks
He can
the
roll.
same.
He can roll.
You can close the book cool.
That
That looks like a
grab.
grab.
He can read.
Let's
It's
see
very
how
tough.
laggy his magic looks.
He's charging it up.
the symbol's
Oh, and the
changing.
symbols change, by the way.
He can read Reformed Egyptian.
So regular, a little stronger, it like stuns them. And then super laser.
Damn.
He can spin his sword around.
He's pretty laggy after that fire
Up
move.
B, down
Yeah.
B.
I'm concerned
Those
about
Soros
this.
do, man.
Was that his? Do you think was that a tilt or something? That wind move?
Forward
Here, I'll
tilt,
jump
maybe?
back.
Yeah, it hits so many times. Or is that a jab? Because like it's a jab. It probably. It
Oh, he
hits
has
out.
the wind book instead
It
of the.
hits out.
Well, he jabs at the beginning
Do you wonder, maybe it,
against Captain Falcon, but
With
he had a
his
fire
sword.
book,
What if the
Oh, I see.
jab-
and he had a wind book on that one. I think that
So, like-
changes it
let's see, where was it? I want to see that.
because this is definitely a jab against Captain Falcon.
Oh, and by the way, this is Jin Kisaragi for all you Blaze Blue fans. Bugged the crap out of me trying to figure out who his voice was. Okay, so
Look.
he jabs against Falcon?
Oh, right after
That's a
this,
forward tilt.
jab,
So-
jab, fire. That's
And
he had a red book.
His tome.
and he had a red tomb at the time, and then
Tomb!
tome whatever. And right here he has a wind one.
Yeah, and you did see a
He
slash.
did the two
Oh.
slash.
Okay, so here's the question. How many of his A moves are affected by his tome? Or is it just when
Quite a
he's
bit
not
of
using the
them.
Levin sword? I think we'll have to look into the thing.
I don't think the Levin sword will affect that. Well, we don't know, but
Yeah. Yeah, we'll
everyone's
talk about-
confusing how Sakurai said he brings it out when he smashes, and that he can even do it in the air. Everyone thinks he can use his smash attacks in the air.
No, he just uses his
They
left
just,
sword.
I don't know why they think that.
Okay, I have all the materials, so as we go through
Final
this...
Destination version.
Oh yeah, by the way, you notice the big gap? Oh, my Ike.
You notice the big.
The
There's
big-
no gaps
There's
in
a
his
big-
muscle.
Yeah, I was gonna say, not that gap.
You can't see the gap. It fills in all the gaps on the screen.
But this is the FD version of...
I think everyone in
the
this
Fire
room would
Stage.
date Ike if they had the chance.
Blue
Look
fire.
at that man. Look
would-
at that
Oh my
man.
gosh.
He's a
He doesn't
gangster
have
right
good enough
there.
He's killed a
ideals.
god.
He's so cool.
And Lucina's got nothing.
But can he do?
She went through time.
Ike killed a god.
But he can't do crombos.
Crombos.
No one can do crombos.
Yes, he can.
Robin can.
Crom can. In Robin's final.
And Robin's like... Crom basically said, man, I don't feel like fighting today."
Palutena used to be in a Final
He's like,
Smash.
Captain Falcon's too scary.
Yeah.
Do you think
exactly.
Crom can make it in the next one?
Dude,
It's
I hope.
possible,
I
but
don't know.
It
who
all
knows
depends...
what Fire Emblems come out.
Exactly.
you know?
It all depends on what Fire Emblem actually does.
So do you think? I really think the weakest
Oh,
version
by the
of his
way,
Thunder's the
this is a
best.
good way to see her the third level of Thunder trapping Zelda. Like it like traps them. Yeah.
Why shouldn't
What
it
about Smash the
I wonder which version is the best. I really like the first version, the uncharged.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of hit stun.
That Thoron looks pretty good though.
Yeah.
The final one.
Those doubles.
All right, so what? Like, do you want me to jump into what he said in the picks of the day, or should we jump into the special moves? Because I feel like we need to go over the overview of the character first.
Yeah, and he says those in the pick of the day pretty nice.
By the way, this is from Fire Emblem, if you didn't know.
Oh. Yeah, I guess
This is funny.
depending on when you come into the video. Yes, Robin. Here, would someone like to give us a quick overview of who Robin is?
I'm gonna do Robin.
Avatar.
Not
He is
you,
the
Jelly.
main- No,
Someone
I
who's
deserve to
never-
talk about
Someone
this.
who's never played will do it.
I think I probably played the most Fire Emblem in this room. At least Awakening, not Fire Emblem. Awakening. So
I was just gonna say.
Robin is the. Actually, I've probably played more Awakening than you've played Fire Emblem, but
Oh,
we'll
gosh.
put that aside.
That's a lot of Fire
That
Emblem
is
level.
not necessarily true.
Okay, well, so Robin is the avatar or the main character in Fire Emblem Awakening. So you can only change a couple things, like you could change his hair and his
Hair,
eye.
face,
I hope you'd be able to do that, but you probably
Voice.
won't be able to. Voice, face,
gender.
gender. Yeah, so he's the main character. And Fire Emblem, you have like a whole group of characters, but like in certain episodes and stuff, like you need certain characters, and Robin and Chrom are really the only ones that are really crucial to like everything. And Lucina, I guess, but
Yeah.
so.
I wonder how much weaker the bronze sword is than the like thunder one.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I hope it's just not.
Can you
awful.
still hear us? Someone asked if we paused. We
Let's
should be
check.
going strong. I will say, I have the video not, or like I wasn't doing anything with the mouse.
The video's not moving, but we still have sound. That was like way back when we first wanted to compare tilts.
Weird.
Yeah, the video's not going.
Should we refresh the stream?
Interesting.
I will say.
Yeah, we can do that.